All right, so you want to learn how to do pull-ups. Get your first pull-up or get more reps. I'm going to be teaching you that today. Now, it's not as difficult as most people make it out to be, but most people don't know the right technique. They don't know the proper strength training, and some people just like don't pull. You just gotta grab the bar and pull, dude. But all right, I'm gonna show you how to do it here. First step, take the magnet off your microphone. All right. No, okay. First step, take off your shirt. Your shirt weighs a decent amount of weight, and any weight you can take off, in fact, go naked. Honestly, just take off all your clothes and your pull-ups will be as efficiently. Now, I got my brother is the filmer right here, so I can't go completely naked, although I would want to. But I'm actually just gonna take off my shirt here. So if you're a guy or a girl, you know, I like it when girls take off their shirts, but you take off your shirt. Step 2, have abs. Having abs will make doing a pull-up a lot better, or maybe not better, but you won't be pulling up unnecessary weight, and you'll look like fucking sick. Like, who doesn't want fucking abs, dude? Abs are sick. Now to the real tips on how to actually do a pull-up. So I used to not be able to do any pull-ups, maybe even 1 or 2, but now I can do up to 12 strict military pull-ups. How I was able to do that was I was listening to Andrew Huberman on a podcast, and there's this guy named Pavel, I forget his last name, I'll put it on the screen right here, but he taught this strength training program, which is where you minimize the recovery it takes in order to maximize how much you can train and your strength. Now, you will need some more time for this. It's not as simple as 3 sets of 10 reps and you're done. That's more for hypertrophy training, which is aesthetics, you know. But what I'm going to be teaching you is more strength, because you want to do more pull-ups, right? You don't need to look good to do more pull-ups, you just need the strength. Or heavier, it will be harder to do a pull-up. I will 100% agree with you. But you will be stronger than people like me. Your 3 pull-ups is probably like 20 of my pull-ups, because of how much more weight you got on, you're actually that much stronger. So don't think of only being able to do 1 to 2 pull-ups when you're 300 pounds or 250 or 200 pounds as a loss, because I can do more. I'm 150 pounds, dude. It's easier for me. Yeah, so the method is this. You want to do minimum reps, high amount of sets. Typically, most people train into like a 10 to 12 rep range. This is taking your 8 rep failure. So whatever weight it takes for you to fail at 8 reps, and then you only do 3 to 4 reps, and then you stop. You're not going to be getting pumped, you're going to be training to failure, and that's the key part of this. Now, obviously, this isn't something like lifting weights where you can just, it's not weighted, it's your body weight. So it's a little bit more difficult, but what you can do if you can't do 8 pull-ups is use a band. Or if you can only do 6 pull-ups, then instead of doing 3 to 4 pull-ups, do like 1 to 2. Now, it's just gonna seem minimum. You're gonna wanna do more, but trust me, if you really want to get stronger faster, this is how you do it. So I will be doing my first set as a demonstration. I can do 12 pull-ups, so I'll probably do 4 to 5 reps. And then break, 1 to 2 minutes. You don't really need any more, don't do any less, otherwise you're gonna negate the point of this exercise. And do it for 6 to 8 sets. That's the key I would recommend. And you will be surprised at the results in a month. Most people get the technique of a pull-up way wrong. Most people just lock it at the bottom and force their shoulders up, but that's not really how you want to do it. You want to do more of like, it's a pull-up. So you want to engage your back. Those are the main muscles, is these, your lats. That's your main muscles. You want to use those. So you want to kind of get like an arc motion, and then you go up above the bar. It's like this pendulum kind of thing, you know? The shit that you have in physics class that you just fucking swing back and forth, yeah. That's the only thing I paid attention to in physics class. All right, let me demonstrate what I mean. So I'll demonstrate and show you what most people do, and then I'll show you what you're supposed to do. See, I can't even do a pull-up doing it that way, and I can do like 12 pull-ups. So that's crazy, right? It's because you're not using the right muscles. I was using solely my shoulders there. You don't need to be using your shoulders for pull-ups, bro. I mean, you do, but you're using mostly your backs. So pull back. All right, and that is how you do a pull-up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.